Gold Polaris has moved up and they're nearly ready to go. Track rating today is dead. The rail is out 15 metres and Yo-Yo Joe's going to come up and complete the lineup for the first on the card. They jumped 9 hurdles on their 3,000 metre journey. Ranganamu, the inside runner, and away they go. Red Again was one of the first out. Now quickly 2 was Kid Galahad, New Dancer. Jazzarati is prominent on the outside as they reach the first of 9 hurdles now. In behind the early pace is Commandant. He's settling down about midfield. At the second hurdle in the race now, and it's New Dancer on the outside. Over on the inside in second placing there is Ranganamu as they come to the home turn rather. About 2 lengths away in third placing is Sheridan on the rails, being trailed closely by Red Again. Not a lot of pace on. Timber Town is 5th on the rail. Jazzarati posted wide. Commandant in the centre, and they're followed then by Sir Richie, who's pulling. A number of these are pulling hard as they came down the straight, and here's the second hurdle in the race coming up now. Ranganamu, who has been fighting the rider, put in a lovely leap over it, and he lands by a couple of lengths to New Dancer and Sheridan. Commandant is up to 4th over on the outside. Red Again is out a little wider around him, and Timber Town is back on the rails as they came to the hurdle near the judge's box. Back behind Timber Town, 2 lengths away, was Sir Richie, followed by Jazzarati, who after racing a little wide early eased back, and they're trailed by Kid Galahad, Gold Polaris and Yo-Yo Joe. Out of the straight now, and Ranganamu allowed a little more rain, has quickened the tempo a bit and leads by 2 lengths. Sheridan is second. Third on the outside is New Dancer. Commandant enjoying a good run, 4th over on the rails as they leap this one. Back behind him, 1.5 lengths away, Red Again on the outside of Timber Town. 2 lengths Sir Richie, a half Jazzarati. 2 lengths further back is Kid Galahad, Gold Polaris and Yo-Yo Joe is last of all. By the 1,600 metres now, and Ranganamu comes to the next hurdle. He put in a good leap over it. He lands by about 4 lengths here. He's increased his break over Sheridan. New Dancer outside Commandant, 2.5 lengths away. Red Again over on the outside of Timber Town. 1 to Sir Richie when they leap the next, and they're trailed by about a neck away on the inside to Kid Galahad and Jazzarati the outside. Gold Polaris is still a fair way back, and Yo-Yo Joe is last of all. By the 1,200 metres, they don't jump one for a little while now, and the leader is Ranganamu. Ranganamu the best part of 4 lengths clear. Sheridan second, New Dancer third. Hasn't been much change in that leading division for the entire race. Commandant fourth, the insider Red Again. 1 Sir Richie, Jazzarati out wide, and getting up on the inside there Timber Town, then Kid Galahad. 2 lengths to Gold Polaris, and a half length away is Yo-Yo Joe. Ranganamu's the leader as they come to the hurdle near the 800 metres, and he's being pressed hotly now. Ranganamu being taken on by Sheridan, who's only a head away. A length and 2 in third placing is New Dancer when they go to that one. Oh, Ranganamu hit it with everything. That really took the wind from his sails, and Sheridan's left a length in front, but Commandant immediately pounces on his opportunity and goes up and takes the lead now, and the favourite looks good. Commandant dashed away, 2 lengths clear as the 400 metres from Sheridan. New Dancer. Ranganamu has lost ground considerably after that mistake, and then Red Again, but Commandant full of running with 1 to jump. Into the straight, he's 3 to 4 lengths on Sheridan, New Dancer and Red Again, and then Timber Town. Here's the last one. Commandant ridden into it and over. He sailed beautifully. 5 lengths clear, the first favourites home. Sheridan and New Dancer are battling out the minor end of the prize, but with 55 metres to go, the brakes go on, and Commandant cruises down. Hasn't he won with something left? Commandant by 3, could have been anything. New Dancer second, maybe Sheridan held Kid Galahad for third. That's a photo. Ahead of Sir Richie, Timber Town, Red Again, Gold Polaris, and behind those were Ranganamu. Only made that one mistake, and that's what happened to him. Right back there he's finished. Jazzarati towards the tail, and Yo-Yo Joe was last to greet the judge. That was a very easy. Monda Prince is going up now, completes the lineup, and the 6 runners are locked away. Southern Crown the favourite at $2.30. The all clears through. They're off. The business end, just a little slow to move. Kahuna got away well. Monda Prince is looking for the lead early. In the early stages, Southern Crown is up there too, and a line of about 5 almost across the track as they settle down. And going to the lead early now as they sort themselves out, Monda Prince. He's going to draw clear, 1.5 lengths in front. Monda Prince the leader. Boy Blue going up to second outside Kahuna. Southern Crown is a length away fourth. 2 lengths to Business End, and Don Archer dropped out to be last of all. At the 1,200 metres, Monda Prince by 1.5 lengths. Running second is Boy Blue. A length away on the inside is Kahuna. A half Southern Crown having a good run. 2 lengths behind them the Business End, and 1.5 lengths away last of all is Don Arch. They're making their way out to the 1,000 metres mark now, and the leader is Monda Prince. He's 3/4 clear. Boy Blue is second. Kahuna third on the inside, and Southern Crown is fourth on the outside. A length and a half the business end, and one Don Arch on the inside. 6 or 7 lengths would cover the field as they go to the 800 metres, and it's Monda Prince almost a length in front. Boy Blue is second. Kahuna third on the inside. Southern Crown is around it. A length and a half the business end, who's next to last with Don Arch on its inside. Monda Prince had slowed the tempo a bit through the last 400 or so, and as they go past the 600 metre mark, Monda Prince a half length on Boy Blue. A length and a half Southern Crown on the outside of Kahuna, and then the business end with Don Arch on the rail. Monda Prince still the leader coming around the home turn from Boy Blue. Southern Crown now called on to make his sprint. Kahuna back on the inside and the business end as they corner. Boy Blue moved up and took the lead from Monda Prince. Southern Crown on the outside is under the whip after them. And Kahuna getting up on the rail. Boy Blue the leader at the 200 metres. He's a length and a half. Southern Crown who's under the whip and Kahuna the rail. Boy Blue still in front. Southern Crown not making the impression necessary in the last 50, and Boy Blue kept going and goes on to win it. Boy Blue by a length. Southern Crown second. Kahuna third, and then the business end. And they got away on Don Arch next to last, and Monda Prince was last of the 6 to go over the line. Number 3, Boy Blue, ridden by Jason Patton Prince. Boy Blue, Jason, and now they're set. All clears through. Racing at the 1450, Ring-a-Ring down on the inside missed the start, otherwise a good dispatch with Mechanic pinging to the front early ahead of Blair. Tears Royal on the outside settling third. They're followed by Great Export on the outside of Blackfriars. 2 to 3 lengths back is Ring-a-Ring. Prince Ben Bar is around it, and 2 lengths to Diatribe. Paces on now as they go to the 1,000 metres, and it's Mechanic in front, a length and a half clear. Tears Royal is second. Third on the inside is Blair. Fourth on the outside, a length away, then came Great Export. 1 to Blackfriars, Prince Ben Bar, and Diatribes moved up on the outside of Ring-a-Ring. At the 800 metres, and it's Mechanic a length in front of Tears Royal. He steadied the pace. Over on the inside, Blair. Great Export fourth the outside ahead of Blackfriars. 1 to Prince Ben Bar, Diatribe next to last on the outside, and Ring-a-Ring over on the fence. At the 600 metres, Mechanic by 3/4 Tears Royal, 1 Blair. Blackfriars pushing into the clear. Great Export it's outside. Prince Ben Bar is having to come 4 wide, and Diatribe will be 5 wide, swinging for home ahead of Ring-a-Ring. As they swing into the straight now, and Mechanic a length in front of Tears Royal. Prince Ben Bar into the clear, so is Blackfriars, although hanging slightly, and Diatribes come right to the middle of the course. Mechanic leads, Blackfriars after it quickly. Prince Ben Bar is running on 2 at the 200. Blackfriars takes the lead. Prince Ben Bar is coming home well, and Diatribe is out wide, but Blackfriars kicks away in the last 100 metres. Opened up 2 to 3 now, and he's home and hosed, and Blackfriars comes on to win it well. Blackfriars first, Prince Ben Bar is second, Diatribe third, and Mechanic is fourth. They're trailed in by Blair, Tears Royal, Great Export, and Ring-a-Ring was last to finish. Number 6, Blackfriars, ridden by Greg Childs, came rules as spectator in the hot pink and white cross colours. We await Taringa then, and Danadevian will have them right to run. Nearly ready. As Taringa moved in near the outside, and they look to be ready to run now. Now, Nordane went through the front of the gates. They're about to go, and it just took a little push at the stalls and burst. Now, Nordane is again behind the line. Nordane about to come back into the line. Now, Nordane comes up into the line. The Golden Dane down in 1. Danadevi is set. They're away. Danadevi began fast, so did the Spectator. Out quickly to Windsor Star near the outside with Turlington hunting up. Keener began quickly, and so too near the outside Taringa as they sort themselves out now. Taringa wide out, leading on the outside of Turlington. Keener is third. Spectator is a close-up fourth, only a half length off the leader. Two lengths Windsor Star over on the outside of Danadevi, Smites' Fury. Nordane the fence, and then a half behind those is Regal Lily, followed by behind these horses is Notion in Motion and the Golden Dane, and No Feelings last as they came to the turn here. Spectator's gone through the pack and takes the lead. Taringa swung wide. Keener between horses. Turlington back over on the inside. 4 lengths Danadevi's under the whip and not going on at the moment. It's Spectator the leader, nearing the 200 by about a length to Keener and Turlington, and out wide is Taringa. Spectator's being tackled by Keener. Keener and Spectator are fighting the race out. Spectator and Keener heads up and down. They hit the line. Couldn't split these. This is very close. Keener and Spectator clear of Taringa third. A gap in the field of the Golden Dane made up good late ground, followed in by Smites' Fury. Danadevi didn't go on. Turlington weakened, and then Notion in Motion. Nordane well back in the field, so was Regal Lily and Windsor Star, and back last to finish was No Feelings. Well, this is pretty close between these. They've had a great battle up the straight. Spectator and Keener is ready with Freeman near the outside, Sir Macwin to move in, and also Ruling Regent. And we should have them right then for the 5th on the card. Now, Ruling Regent comes up into the stalls on the outside, and the field is set to go. Off they go now, and Dosh began fast. Now, He's Regal has missed the start a couple of lengths in the early stages. Jade Start pounces on the front on the inside of Anxiety Attack. Sir Macwin was away well, and Guest Magician goes up. The Wallet wide out is going towards the front, might want the lead here as they settle down, and in behind those horses is Freeman as they go past the 1200 metres, and the Wallet has taken over the running, and he's out by 2 lengths. Jade Start, Anxiety Attack. Guest Magician caught out wide is on the improve, and he's followed by Freeman. A length and a half further back in the field is Sir Macwin over on the inside, followed by Portland Prince. 2 lengths drawn for Trouble Jazeera. 2 to Dosh and Ruling Regent together at the tail, and a length and a half to He's Regal. Up the side on the Wallet, the leader at the 800 metres. A half length clear to Guest Magician. Moving up on the outside is a length away Freeman out wide. Jade Start back on the rails, followed by Anxiety Attack. Then Portland Prince coming into it wide. 2 lengths behind those horses is Sir Macwin, drawn for Trouble Jazeera, the inside of Ruling Regent, and then Dosh and He's Regal. At the 500 in the Wallet, just the leader. Freeman goes up fast on the outside. Guest Magician is under pressure in the centre of those horses. Portland Prince coming deep, running on, followed by Anxiety Attack. Jade Start needing a run back on the rails as they corner, and then Sir Macwin. The Wallet led round the home turn from Freeman. Anxiety Attack trying to push into the clear, and then Portland Prince on the outside, followed by Sir Macwin. The Wallet headed by Freeman now. Here's Ruling Regent coming down the outside with Portland Prince. Freeman tackled by on the outside, Ruling Regent, Portland Prince between them. It's Ruling Regent going home the better, and Ruling Regent won it by a neck. Freeman. Third is Portland Prince, and just behind those He's Regal made a lot of ground out wide, and then Sir Macwin, drawn for Trouble Jazeera and the Wallet. They were trailed then by Anxiety Attack and Jade Start. Then trailed Dosh towards the tail end back there with Guest Magician. Ruling Regent has found his best form today, number 3. Is at the gates and goes in, and they're set to run. Racing now, Deceive got away fast with Amber Boy near the outside. Cinnamon Cove hopped out of the gates very quickly. Blue Music shows pace from the outside, and Garçon Bleu is hunting through along the inside. Only about 5 lengths would cover the lot of them though. Lambada Boy drifting back to second last, and by the 800, Blue Music out wide takes up the running slightly ahead of Cinnamon Cove. A length to Garçon Bleu in third placing. Around it there is Amber Boy up to fourth from Deceive. A length to Gallady Tredevo the rail. They're followed by Polo Jack, Modern General, Lambada Boy, Success Story, and 2 lengths to Honourable Mention as they came to the home turn now. And here it's Blue Music on the outside of Cinnamon Cove with Amber Boy a length away, a length Deceive, and then came Garçon Bleu sticking to the rail, and Lambada Boy making up ground. Cinnamon Cove led round the home turn from Blue Music. Amber Boy is under the whip now, and Deceive is starting to chase after the leader. It's Cinnamon Cove in front. Deceive is coming home well, and Lambada Boy trying to get into the clear. Cinnamon Cove with Deceive coming at him, and Lambada Boy
is coming after these quickly. Lambada Boy grabbing them and won. Lambada Boy beat Deceive. A photo finish for third. Honourable mention out very wide. Cinnamon Cove against the rail. Modern General not a bad run after such a long layoff. And then Amber Boy didn't quite go on. Behind these were Success Story, Tredevo, Garçon Bleu, Polo Jack, Blue Music Weakening, and back at the tail of the field was Galatea. Lambada Boy's done it again. He's overcome difficulty in the straight to win. The judges called for a photo between he and Deceive, but Lambada Boy gets it now. In the frame it goes. Number 1, Lambada Boy, ridden by Luke Nolan, getting there after an interrupted run in the straight. He's beaten Deceive second, and a photo for third, and the time is 1:4.28. Outside Kirsty. Lady Asher and Kirsty draw on the outside 2 gates, and we'll have them right to run. They're set. Lady Asher took the outside gate. And they're racing now. Rose of Dane began well towards the outside with Satirical Miss, and Lady Asher flew out of the gates from the outside. Aubrey and the All White is pushing through, and Melbourne Crown shows pace ahead of Priority Paid by the 1,000 metres, and Aubrey had gone to the lead. It's Aubrey a length in front of Melbourne Crown with the rail. Priority Paid the centre, and Lady Asher is out 3 wide. 1 Mystic Melody. Rose of Dane a half length away on her outside, and then Fellowship back on the rail. Then Lady Cardigan, Satirical Miss, trailed by Conviviality. Kirsty next to last, and a length and a half to Coniston Walk. Aubrey a clear leader at the 600, about 2 lengths to Lady Asher. Priority Paid. Over on the inside, Melbourne Crown. Mystic Melody is in 4th placing now, coming up towards the turn, and around her came Rose of Dane. Then Lady Cardigan, followed by Fellowship, Satirical Miss and Conviviality. Aubrey came round the turn, 2 lengths to Lady Asher. Rose of Dane to the outside. Then Mystic Melody. Priority Paid is battling away okay. Aubrey inside the 200, about 2 lengths in front. Rose of Dane is now starting to work into the finish strongly down the outside. Aubrey being tackled by Rose of Dane, who wants to duck about, but she's coming home the better. Takes the lead, and Rose of Dane, the class performer, wins at a half to Aubrey. Third is either Satirical Miss or Fellowship in a photograph, and they're followed then by Lady Cardigan and Lady Asher together. Next, Coniston Walk, followed by Mystic Melody, which weakened in the run home, followed by Priority Paid ditto, and behind it was Conviviality, followed by Kirsty, and Melbourne Crown was last of all. High quality performer, and she's won it with a little bit in hand. Number 1, Rose of Dane, ridden by Damien Oliver. 1:11.15 the time, but Rose of Dane proving to be a shade too good here. Aubrey having to be the last to move in. Phantom Ranch is fighting every step of the way. He's halfway in the gates now, and the barrier attendants again win over. Phantom Ranch locked in, and the field is set for the last on the card. 14.50. Stevens stands up okay with Valderrama. 1 stood in well. Sterling Knights in the all white. Off they go. Red Bastan began fast towards the inside, and away quickly too is Reneg and also Valderrama, but Rancho Red's going to head them off in the early stages. Sterling Knight is up there as well. Reneg kicks back on the inside and leads Rancho Red, so there'll be pace here. 2 lengths Sterling Knight in 3rd placing, followed by Stevens going up in the centre to 4th. Red Bastan is 5th to rail, and Valderrama's around it. They're followed by Slalom and Phantom Ranch together. About a length and a half, Bundalagua, followed by 1 Let's Explode, and Pick Up the Toys is last of all. all. Reneg in front as they go to the 800, a length and a half clear. In second placing is Rancho Red, a length and a half away. Third is on the outside Sterling Knight in the all white, and Stevens over on the rail, followed by Valderrama, Red Bastana. Slalom is next, creeping a little closer around the outside, and they were clear of Let's Explode starting a run. Pick Up the Toys goes wide from last, and then Bundalagua, followed by Phantom Ranch, and Juan is one of the last as they corner, with Reneg in front about a half to Rancho Red and Sterling Knight. Valderrama's coming around the outside, and so too right around the outside is Let's Explode. Into the straight they race now. Sterling Knight takes the lead, Valderrama chasing it down, Reneg kicking back on the inside, and Rancho Red between them. Sterling Knight is the leader from Rancho Red and Reneg, and then Let's Explode out wide from Valderrama. Sterling Knight and Rancho Red are locked together. Sterling Knight the outside, Rancho Red. Sterling Knight is going home the better. Sterling Knight wins it, a long neck Rancho Red. Third is Let's Explode, a length and a half away, and they were clear then of Reneg, and with it was Slalom, followed by Bundalagua, Stevens, and then behind those were Phantom Ranch and Valderrama, followed by Juan and Wellback, Red Bastan, and Pick Up the Toys. Sterling Knight finishing the better on the outside, number 7. Gives Greg Childs 3 for the day, I think. Number 7, Sterling Knight, Greg Childs first. Rancho Red second, number 5, ridden by Matthew Gatt. And third goes to number 12, Let's Explode, ridden by Darren Gauchi. 7, 5 and 12, and they've run 127.85. 7, 5 and 12 the winner. Sterling Knight, having just a Tate start. It's now won 5 races and 3 in a row in this preparation.